ओम नमः श्रीराजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित सुख स्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः. My salutations to the feet of Shri Ramakrishna Dev, Ma Sharda Devi, Swami Vivekananda. My salutations to the feet of Swami Atmarupananji Maharaj. So loving to me, he called me his friend. He is my senior brother and a senior monk to me, but he is very affectionate. And a little bit of correction that I was not in Hyderabad, but I had come in intimate contact with Swami Ranganath, who gave me many practical advices, and I had the great fortune of coming in contact with many senior Swamijis. That is what he has rightly pointed out. And also, I was not the in charge of Rachi Center, but I was in charge of the Rural Tribal Development Project, which is a part of the Rachi Center. But whatever it is, that's immaterial. It's a great pleasure meeting you all this Sunday morning. It's great on your part to find out time, particularly these Diwali days, festival days, to find out time to come here. So that speaks of your sincerity. The topic has been given is Vedanta in everyday life. Wonderful topic, but it's a very vast topic. From where to begin and where to stop, I do not know. So, of course, Atmarupanji will make me stop. No problem about that. Now, I start with a song. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. With my bad throat, and otherwise also I'm not a singer. No, Sri Ramakrishna, a wonderful teacher. Swami Vivekananda, wonderful teacher. Once when Sri Ramakrishna got cancer, as you know, in his throat, and he was shifted to Kashipur garden, and Swami Vivekananda, Narendra at that time, and his other brothers, they used to serve Sri Ramakrishna. And Narendra would come and pester Sri Ramakrishna. You are not doing anything for me. You must do something for me. Sri Ramakrishna said, you fellow, I am suffering like this, and yet you are pestering me like this and you are troubling me. He said, that is why I am troubling you. Because the doctor says you are not going to survive more. So before you die, you must give me whatever you want to give. So what a fellow. He wants to pester. Okay, you tell me, what do you want? Then Narendra said, I want to be immersed in samadhi always, like Shukadeva. Now and then I will come down to this body level and then take some food just to preserve the body. Again I will go into samadhi like Shukadeva. I want to remain immersed in samadhi. You see, that is the highest spiritual state that is given in our scriptures. You see, Patanjali says, Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan. The last epitome is Samadhi, the eighth state. And the disciple wants to remain always immersed in Samadhi. What a great disciple. What a wonderful disciple. But look at the wonderful teacher, Guru. Sri Ramakrishna says, what? Fie on you. You are a very mean-minded person. You are asking for Samadhi. There is stage higher than Samadhi. I thought you will be like a banyan tree under whose shelter thousands and thousands of people will get peace of mind. You are talking like a selfish person of getting your own Samadhi, of your own Mukti. There is a state higher than that. Is it not you who sing that song? तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, जो कुछ है से तू ही है. O Lord, wherever you are present everywhere. Isn't it you present to sing that song? That song was a favorite song of Swami Vivekananda and Sri Ramakrishna both. Both were great singers, and both they had this song, very favorite song they used to sing. Swami Vivekananda used to sing, and whenever Narendrath will come, Naren, please sing a song, and Naren will sing a few songs. Then Naren says, I will go. No, I will not allow you to go till you sang that song. What is that song? The same song. तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया जो कुछ से तू ये. Oh Lord, thou art present everywhere. That is the song which was favorite of both Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda. We have it on record in the Gospel. You find that on 24 October 1885 and 22nd April 1886, both the days you find Narendrath singing this song to Sri Ramakrishna. But Swami Sardhananda says that he would not allow Naren to go away before singing that song. So there may be many occasions where Master Mahashaya would not be present, whatever it is. But it was a favorite song. Now, that song is the basis on which I'll base my lecture today, because that speaks of the Vedanta in everyday life. It speaks of the unity of existence. It speaks of practical Vedanta. It speaks of harmony of religions. It speaks of the way in which we conduct our activities with unity of existence. So the song is like that. Curiously enough, this is a song written by last Mughal emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. Now, he was a Sufi saint, but you find the whole gist of the whole song is nothing but Vedanta. Wonderful. He is a Sufi saint, a Muslim, but yet this gives the message of harmony for religions also, in the way that a Muslim emperor is giving the gist of Vedanta in a song, though he was following Sufi method at that time. What is the song? I think some of you know a little bit of Hindi. It is a Urdu, but Urdu and Hindi are very similar. तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है. I have given my heart to thee, O my beloved. तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही. ओ लॉर्ड, यू आर प्रेजेंट एवरीवेयर. एक तुझको अपना पाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है. ओ लॉर्ड, आई फाउंड दी टू बी माई एवरीथिंग एंड यू आर प्रेजेंट एवरीवेयर. दिस इज द सॉन्ग which gives the message of unity of existence. Sarvam khalu idam brahma. There are two messages in the Upanishads. You see, Vedanta is nothing but the Anta is end of Veda. What is end of Veda? In the end of Vedas, you find Jnana Kanda, which means knowledge, the philosophy. This philosophical part has been given in the form of Upanishads. They say that it is about 108 Upanishads, which are more popular, out of which about 20 Upanishads on which Shankaracharya has written commentaries. But there is a book on 108 Upanishads, but there may be many which are non-existent at present, but maybe. But whatever it is, these Upanishads form the core of the teachings of Vedas. And that is why they are more important. And Swami Vivekananda used to give more importance to these Upanishads. So Upanishads, Vedanta is nothing but Upanishads. And the whole gist of Upanishads, whole of Veda has been, the gist of Veda is given in Vedanta. Vedanta means the Upanishads, and the whole gist of Upanishads is given in Bhagavad Gita. And the gist of the whole of Bhagavad Gita is given in the Gospel. And the Gospel you can understand through the complete works of Swami Vivekananda. So now, that Vedanta we have to see from the Ramakrishna Vivekananda ideology point of view. Then we can understand how to apply it in everyday life. So this Vedanta that is given there, in this song that is given, the first stanza is like, Sabke makan, dil ka makin tu, kaun sa dil hai, jisme nahi tu, हर एक दिल में तू ही समाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है. In everybody's heart, O Lord, you are present. In everybody's heart, O Lord, you are present. सबके मकान, दिल का मकीन तू. You are residing in everybody's heart. सबके मकान, दिल का मकीन तू. कौन सा दिल है जिसमें नहीं तू? There is not a single heart or single person in whose heart you are not residing. O Lord, you are residing in every person's heart in this world. What a wonderful message of unity of existence. But what Kathopanishad says, Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudo atma na prakashate drishtate tvagraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibi. Inside every human being, sarveshu bhuteshu, inside every human being, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, nationality, there is this Atman, the center of consciousness. And that is, O Lord, beloved, that is why it is told, O Lord, beloved, you are present in everybody's heart. क्या मलायक, क्या इंसान, क्या हिंदू, क्या मुसलमान, जैसा चाहा तूने बनाया, जो कुछ ऐसे तू ही है. Whether it is animal, whether it is human beings, whether it is gods, everywhere, O Lord, you are present. क्या मलायक, क्या इंसान, क्या हिंदू, क्या मुसलमान, whether it is Hindu, whether Muslim, everybody, on all the persons, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, O Lord, you are present. And that is the message of Vedanta. Tvam Shri, Tvam Pumanasi, Tvam Kumar, Utuva Kumari, Tvam Jino, Dandena Vanchasi, Tvam Jato Bhavashi Vishwato Mukha. Shweta Upanishad says, O Lord, you are present in every human being. Tvam Shri, you are in the woman. Tvam Pumanasi, you are in the man. You are in the young woman. You are in the young man. You are in the old man. That taught us with his stick. O Lord, you are present in every human being. That is the message given in this song. Tvam Shri, Tvam Pumanasi, Tvam Kumar, Utva Kumari, Tvam Jino Dandeja Vansasti, Tvam Jato Bhavashi Vishwato Mukha. That is the message that is given in this message of Upanishad, given in this Sufi stanza. And then says, Kaaba mein kya, Deval mein kya, Teri parvarish hogi sab jaan, sabhi ne tujhko sir hai jhukaya, jo kuch hai so tu hi hai. Whether in Kaaba or Deval, in temple, mosque, churches, everywhere, O Lord, it is you who are worshipped. It is the same universal principle which is worshipped. This is what is given in the Vedanta. Ekam sadvipra bahuda vadanti, says the Vedas. There is one fundamental principle. Ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. He is being told that principle is being described in various ways, but it is the one principle. Now that was in the Upanishad, that was in the Vedas. But in our old times, Shri Ramakrishna Paramahansa has verified it, practically verified it. He practiced various religions by turn in the laboratory of his own life, and then declared Jotomot Totopat, as many faiths, so many paths. He worshipped Mother Kali, he worshipped Rama, he worshipped Krishna, he worshipped Hanuman, he worshipped all the various gods and goddesses and had first-hand experience about them. Then he practiced various other forms of Hinduism. Then he practiced the non-dual form, Vedantic form, that is the Vedanta practice under Totapuri. When he went into Samadhi for 6 months, he remained almost in that state of non-dual state, Samadhi, after practicing Vedanta under Totapuri. Then he practiced Islam. And when he used to practice Islam, he just behaved like a Muslim. He would dress like that. There was a mosque near Dakshineshwar Kali temple. He would go 5 times, he will do namaz as is ordained on them, remove the photographs of all gods and goddesses from his room, He wanted to take the food also. Mathurnath intervened and said he made some sort of compromise. And some food which will be almost like Muslim food, but cooked by a Hindu, he gave that food. But he became, even dressed, he laced like a Muslim. He became a Muslim. And he practiced Muslim Islam. At the end of the Islam practice, he had a vision of Prophet Muhammad, who was sharing from his own plate food and gave to him also. He is not saying Muhammad, but he says a person with long beard, I feel like Muhammad came. So he had the vision, but he came to know what is in Islam. Then he practiced Christianity. He used to, when he was practicing Islam, Quran used to be read out to him. When he was practicing Christianity, Bible used to be read out to him. And then he had gone to the place of Jadumalli's garden, and there he saw the photograph of the Mary carrying baby child Christ in her lap, and that picture became alive, and suddenly Sri Ramakrishna went into superconscious state, as if the rays of Christ came into him. And then later on, when he was walking under Panchavati tree at Dakshineshwar, he saw a tall man coming with a beard, fair complexioned, but with a flat nose. And then he came near, and then somebody, as if from within, he got a message, oh, this seems to be Christ, who sacrificed his life for serving the millions. Just now as we were thinking like that, who is he? Maybe it is Christ, who is being worshipped by the Christians and who sacrificed his life for the millions. And suddenly Christ came to him, embraced him and disappeared into him. Likewise, he practiced various religions by turn. He used to, various religions by turn, and then there used to be an image of Buddha, image of Mahavir Tirthankar in his room, which he used to worship. Then the Sikh soldiers used to come to him for advice, and Sikh soldiers used to look upon him as an incarnation of Guru Nanak. So he came in contact with so many religions, so many followers of religion, so many teachers of religion. That is why Swami Vivekananda told his life itself was the parliament of religions. We are not talking about parliament of religions. I came here with Swami Atmarupanji. I spoke there in the 7th Parliament of World Religions, and the first Parliament of World Religions where Swami Vivekananda spoke. But Swami Vivekananda says Sri Ramakrishna's life itself was the Parliament of Religions, where so many followers of so many religions came and looked upon them, looked upon Sri Ramakrishna as their ideal. So, and at the end of this sadhana, all the practices, Sri Ramakrishna came to the conclusion that at the climax of his experience, he found that experience was one and not two. Earlier, when he is practicing, it is different. But when it comes to the climax, it is the same realization he is getting at the end of this. And that is why Claude Allen Starr says in his book, God of All, he says, at this modern age, somebody says that all religions are equal and all religions equal to the same goal. Nobody will listen. But if a person experimentally practices every religion by turn and then proves, yes, at the climax of each and every religion, the experience that is obtained is same, then only the modern man will accept it. And then he says, fortunately, such a man was born. He practiced all religions by turn and proved after experimentation that all religions at the end lead to the same goal. But unfortunately, we are not unaware about him, and that is Sri Ramakrishna, God of all. So, Sri Ramakrishna experimentally proved it. And then he gives a beautiful example. There is a pond of water. From one side, Hindu says, I have brought jal. From another side, Muslim says, no, I have brought pani. From third side, Christian says, I have brought water. Fourth side, somebody says, I have brought aqua. Why are you quarreling? It is the same thing. Jal, pani, water, aqua. If you ask the scientists, they will say it is H2O. Names are different. Basically, it is one fundamental universal principle. The truth is one. Sages call it by different names. There is one reality, which is beyond time, space and causation, which is also permitting the whole world. That reality is called Allah, God, and different names. It is one reality. This was proved by Sri Ramakrishna. And that is what is being told in this song. Kawa mein kya, deval mein kya, तेरी परवरिश होगी समझा, सभी ने तुझको सिर है झुकाया, जो कुछ ऐसे तो ये. Oh Lord, you are present in temple, in churches, mosques. Everybody is worshipping you only. Then, अर्श से लेकर फर्श जमी तक और जमी से अर्श बरी तक जहां मैं देखा तू ही नजर आया, जो कुछ ऐसे तू ही. From the earth to the heaven, from the heaven to the earth, from the earth to the sky, and from sky to the earth, wherever I am seeing Lord, you and you alone. You are present everywhere. Now that gives the wonderful message of harmony. Earlier gives the message of harmony of religions. This gives the message of harmony and peace and equality, and also gives the message of unity of existence. It is the one reality permeating the whole world. Isha vasya midam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitha ma gridakasya siddhana. Is one reality permeating the whole world. Sarvam khalu idam brahma. Same reality permeating the whole world. And what a wonderful thing. Swami Vivekananda says, the discoveries of the modern science seems like echoes of Vedanta, and here you find we are talking in this song in Vedanta we are talking about unity of existence. What is the modern science says? That it is a holistic universe. Bell's theorem states all the particles of the whole universe are interconnected at a deeper level. David Bohm, a Nobel Prize physicist, experimentally proved it. Yes, it's a holistic universe. And that is why Schrödinger, another Nobel Prize physicist, says consciousness is a singular of which the plural is unknown. Consciousness is a singular of which the plural is unknown. It is the one universal consciousness permeating the whole world. What follows? If I injure you, I injure myself. If I love you, I love myself. Why should I not cheat you? Because by cheating you, I am cheating myself. This practical Vedanta gives the rationality of ethics and morality. That is why in the field of management, the fourth wave of management is coming. The first wave of management was the British style of management. When there was Taylor's method of work measure policy vogue. Second method of management was the American style of management, when Peter Drucker became the guru of all. The third way of management was the Japanese style of management, when TQM, total quality management, zero defect came in vogue. And now the fourth way of management spreading all over the world, that is the Vedantic style of management. Why? Because globalization has come. You cannot avoid this competition, and it is at this stage when the whole world has become one. You cannot develop yourself isolation. It's now an age of not competition but cooperation. It's a win-win situation when you work for the others. That is, now they are coming to this one. Of course, the name they have given is very, very peculiar. The Newsweek magazine brought out how this Vedantic style of management is permeating the corporate sector in America. But they have given the name karma capitalism. So karma capitalism is now spreading all over the world. Based on this unity of existence, this Vedanta, because this Vedanta gives them the ethical, the power of ethical management. This is the book given by, being written. Now the books are coming out on ethical management. There's a book, The Power of Ethical Management, by Norman Vincent Peale, the famous author of The Power of Positive Thinking. He has written the book, The Power of Ethical Management. in collaboration with Kenneth Blanchard, the management expert, where he says you cannot cheat, you need not cheat in order to win. And this principle is given that now in this age of globalization, if you cheat others, you are cheating yourself. And the fundamental principle follows from this Vedanta principle because it is one unity of existence. So, this gives the rationality, morality, the fundamental basis of morality and ethics is given in Vedanta. Why? Why should I not cheat others? Why should I cheat you? Because by cheating you, I am cheating myself. By loving you, I am loving myself. It is unity of existence. Vedanta gives the answer for the power of ethical management. More, the fourth way of management is coming not only for ethics and morality, because it gives the rationality of ethics and morality, much more it is coming now because of stress management. Everybody is under tension. Stress has come in a big way. And now 40% of the companies, according to Chicago-based Research Corporation, 40% of the companies are having regular courses on stress management. And the Western models of stress management are not working. You know what are the Western models of stress management? The Western psychologists say, you know why stress comes? Because when you are curbing your feelings that go into the subconscious mind, then they create stress and then they create strain. So you should just express your feelings. My God, if I express my feelings, I will lose my job. Because when my boss was coming out from this house, his housewife gave a very big, just left and right, he was given. So, but he could not tell anything to his wife. So he comes and all sorts of nasty things he tells me. And I want to pay back in the same coin, and I know how to pay back the same coin. But if I start paying back in the same coin, I will lose my job. So I do not express all those feelings. These feelings, they go into my subconscious mind. So the psychologists say you should express them. My God, if I express those feelings, I will lose my job. So the psychologists say, don't worry, we have found out a solution. What is the solution? Go to the market and purchase voodoo dolls. Voodoo dolls are available along with the pins. And head diaries are also available and punching bags are also available. Bring them home. Come to your house. Close the doors and windows of your room. Put the voodoo doll on your table. Write down the name of your boss, of your wife, of your mother-in-law, whomsoever you want to put stays on. And now start pinching. Black pins are there for injuring your boss or your mother-in-law or your wife. Now, if you want to injure seriously, black pins are also available. And if you want to murder your boss, red pins are also available. Just give a red pin and the boss is murdered there. And you can have a nice sleep, no need of tranquilizers. Wonderful sleep. The boss is murdered. But the problem is this, these are all temporary solutions because the next day the boss is again sitting on the chair. What to do? What to do? Because these are all temporary solutions. And that is why the modern management is coming at the feet of Vedanta, meditation, yoga, because that gives a permanent solution. When there is a lot of traffic, what you should do? Have a flyover. Go over the flyover. Fly high into the air. No traffic there. At least at present. We don't know about next century, when the planes will collide with the planes. But at present, no traffic there. Fly high. What is meaning fly high? Have a spiritual upliftment. When you see, when you go above your mind, Vedanta gives you the answer. You are not the body, you are not the mind, you are beyond that. That is flying high. Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am beyond that. That Vedanta gives you that power of lifting yourself up. And then it also gives you the rationality of working with others. All our problems, interpersonal relationships, can be solved if we remember that it is unity of existence. That divinity is present in each every human being. Basically, two principles of Vedanta. Number one, divinity of the soul. Second, solidarity of the whole universe. Each and every human being, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, nationality, has got a center of consciousness called Atman. And the nature is Satchit Ananda. Infinite existence, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss. And the second principle is that it is the same universal principle, the same Brahman, the same unity, same universal principle is permeating the whole world, whole universe. What follows is that we are all one. Irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, nationality, violence is gone. All the problems of the modern society can be solved in the background of Vedanta with this unity of existence. That ultimately we are all one. We may be different at the physical level. We may be different at the mental level. But when it comes to consciousness, consciousness is a singular of which the plural is unknown, says the modern quantum mechanics. And says the Vedanta, it is one universal consciousness permeating the whole world. So this stanza gives the message of solidarity of the whole universe. And lastly, सोचा समझा देखा भाला तुझ जैसा न कोई ढूंढ निकाला अब यह समझ में जफर की आया जो कुछ है सो तू ये. I have thought over the matter. I have tried to search for that beloved. Ultimately, oh beloved, I have found you. Who you are, the real beloved. Socha, samjha, dekha, bhala. I have tried to find it out. Various methods. But socha, samjha, dekha, bhala, तुझ जैसा न कोई ढूंढ निकाला. I have not found a person equal to you. I have not found any unity equal to you. O Lord, O beloved, thou art everything to me. I have found one, and you are present in each and every human being. That is the divinity principle. The principle of divinity present in each and every human soul. I have, beloved, O beloved, I have found at last that you are present in every human being. सोचा समझा देखा भाला तुझ जैसा न कोई ढूंढ निकाला अब यह समझ में जफर की आया. Now at last I have understood जो कुछ है सो तू ही. Everywhere, O Lord, to whom should I fight with? With whom should I fight? With my wife? Inside my wife is also the same principle, divinity. Should I fight with my husband? Same divine principle is there. Should I fight with my children? Oh, in them also same divinity. Should I fight with my parents? In them also is the same principle. Should I fight with the religion, with the persons of other religions? In them is also the same divine principle. Should I fight with China? Should I fight with America? Should I fight with India? Japan? All countries, in every country, same divine. In the people, it is the same divine principle. With whom should I fight? I love all. Because, O beloved, you are in all. So this Vedanta gives us the message of harmony of religions. This message gives us the harmony and universal brotherhood. This gives the message of how to overcome stress management, because I am not the body, I am not the mind. It is the mind which is having stress. So this is what Swamiji gave that message in the first Parliament of World Religion. When he was reading out a paper on Hinduism, he gave that message that he quoted the message of Shweta Upanishad. Shunvantu Vishve Amritasya Putra Aye Dhamani Divyani Tastu Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parasthat Tameva Viditva Atimritameti Nanya Pantha Viditayanaya. I have found the ancient one who is beyond all miseries. By knowing him alone, you shall be free from all miseries. That is Shweta Upanishad says, and says Amrita Saputra. Then Swami Vivekananda says, oh, dear sisters and brothers from America, let me call you by this sweet name. What is that? Amrita Saputra. Ye are the children of immortal bliss. Vedanta does not recognize sin. It recognizes error. And the greatest error you are making when you call yourself weak, when you call yourself a sinner. No. Who are you? That day also I told you, you are not a social animal or a tool-making animal, as the Benjamin Franklin says, or you are not a political animal, as Aristotle says, or you are not an economical animal, as Alvin Toffler says, but you are not animal. Who are you? You are the children of immortal bliss. Amritasya putra, ye, the children of immortal bliss, holy and perfect beings, ye, divinities on earth, sinners. It is a sin to call a man so. It is a standing libel on human nature. Come up, alliance, and shake off the delusion that you are sheep. Your soul's immortal, spirit's free, blessed and eternal. You are not matter, you are not bodies. Matter is a servant, not ye the servant of matter. You are lions, not sheep. I told about this story. You were there, I think. Many of you were not there. Very beautiful story by Swami Vivekananda. And that gives the gist of Vedanta. A lioness was going along the forest and there was a flock of sheep. In order to cross the street, she jumped. When she jumped, she was carrying a cub. She was pregnant. She gave birth to a small cub. The cub fell into the flock of sheep. The lioness went to the other side, fell down, unconscious because she had given birth, and then she died. Now this small cub started weeping because it had lost its mother. So the mother of the mother of the sheep started taking care of the small cub. This small lion started going along with the sheep and playing with them, eating grass with them, and bleating like them, bam, bam. After a long time, another big lion came in the forest, and he saw at a long distance, a flock of sheep is going, bam, 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 they are bleating. And it was surprised to find, at the end, there was a small lion cub, also bleating, bam, bam. It had never heard any lion bleating, bam, bam. So it came near in order to know what it's all about. And this sheep, they became so much afraid, they started running, bam, bam, bam. The small lion cub also started running, bam, bam, bam. And that big lion caught hold of him, hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Why are you afraid of me? Why are you bleating like this? They are sheep, they are bleating. But you are lion like me, you should roar. This small lion became so much afraid, started weeping. Bam, bam, bam. I am not lion, I am the sheep. You fellow foolish, you are a lion still calling yourself a sheep? You are lion, you are not sheep. And this small lion started weeping more and bam, bam, bam. Now the big lion was very much annoyed. So it caught hold of it, dragged it near a pond of water. Look at your face in this pond of water. Look at your face, look at my face. Your face resembles that of mine or that of the sheep. Just look. And the small lion said, what? My face looks like that lion? Yes, you are lion. You are not sheep. Now, give up this bleating. Bam, bam, bam. Start roaring like me. Started roaring. Yes, now become the king of the forest. Became the king of the forest. And then Swami Vivekananda narrated this story and said, you see, this small lion was already a lion. And yet it was weeping and bleating. Why? Because it forgot that it was a lion. And this is the story for all of us. Inside every human being, there is the Atman having infinite power, unlimited power. Satchit Ananda, that is our true nature. And yet we are bleating, oh, I am having a lot of tension, what to do, and I am very weak, and now how can I face this challenge in my life? Oh, I am weak, bam, bam, bam. We are doing it. So Swami Vivekananda comes, hey, why are you weeping? You are lying. No, I am not lying. I am a body-mind complex. I am very weak. I am afraid of death. I am afraid of this. I am afraid of that. I am weak. Hey, you are lying. No. I am weak. You are not sheep, you are lion. No, 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 I am sheep. We are weeping like that. So Swami Vivekananda then catches hold of you. Come near the pond of water. Look at your face. That is meditation. Go into meditation. Try to think of the divinity within. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Again that sheep will come. Man, sheep. Back. Not. Again meditate. Gradually when you go on meditating, seeing your face, then you see, yes, I am lion. That is practical Vedanta. Once that practical Vedanta comes, fear is gone, weakness is gone. Gradually as you go on meditating, go on trying to understand your true nature, looking at your own reflection, then when you understand, misery is gone. When you understand, oh my God, my true nature is infinite happiness, Satchit Ananda, infinite existence, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss. That is my true nature. Then why should I be serious? Why should I be morose? You know, Swami Vivekananda said, to be pleasant and smiling always takes you nearer to God than any prayer in this world. And he always used to be happy. Whenever he will talk, very serious. But after the talk, he will be very happy, he will be joking, he will be laughing, he will take an ice cream party. And then he used to like chocolate ice cream. So they said, why Swami, you are liking chocolate ice cream? He said, because I am like a chocolate. So I like chocolate ice cream. So he would have an ice cream party, he would enjoy, he will laugh. Now in America, when he came at that time, that America was different. Now it has become more democratic. That time it was a little more narrow-minded. So they had a feeling that to be religious means to have long faces. Swami Vivekananda said, long faces do not make religion, but they said long faces only make religion. So they had an understanding that religious preachers should be very serious. And one day an American lady could not contain herself and said, Swami, you are to be a little more serious. You are a religious preacher. Swamiji immediately, yes madam, I too become serious when I got stomachache. Why do you want to be serious when there is no stomachache? You should be always. Then he said, to be happy and smiling always takes you nearer to God than any prayer in this world. And he demonstrated in his life. And then he came to the real answer. Why should I be serious? Why? I am the child of immortal bliss. My true nature is Satchit Ananda. Infinite knowledge, infinite existence, infinite bliss. Why should I be serious? I want to be always cheerful. Cheerful is the first sign that you are becoming religious. Swami Vivekananda says, the first sign that you are becoming religious is that you are becoming cheerful. Long faces do not make religion. And Vedanta says, the first sign that you are becoming follower of Vedanta, this is practical Vedanta. Practical Vedanta means remaining cheerful. Practical Vedanta means forgetting all your worries and worries are belonging to the mind, going beyond that, fly high and try to understand your true nature, which is blissful nature. So he says, Swamiji says, we are the children of immortal bliss. Why should I be serious? Why should I be serious? Why should I be serious? We are the children of immortal bliss, holy and perfect beings. This is what we are. That is our true nature. So that is Vedanta. So these two principles, that is divinity of the soul and the unity of existence, solidarity of the whole universe, these are the solutions to all the problems of the modern age. And this is what we have to practice. This is called practical Vedanta. Vedanta in everyday life will solve all our problems. Problems of stress management, problems of ethical power of management, problems of ethics in the management field, problem of harmony of religions, problem of this quarrel between the religions, quarrel between the nations, quarrel with the society, quarrels in the family, interpersonal relationship will become better. When a husband looks upon the divinity inside his wife, forgetting all the thousands of bad qualities that is in her, remembering one or two qualities, at least the divinity. And when the wife looks upon her husband as the center of divinity, forgetting all the thousands of bad qualities that he has got. And when the children look upon their parents as a center of divinity, forgetting all the bad qualities that the parents have. And when the parents look upon their children as a center of divinity, forgetting all the bad qualities that they have, then there will be no quarrel in the family. Then there will be harmony in the family. And when there is harmony in the family, there will be harmony in the society. When there is harmony in the society, there will be harmony in the nation. When there is harmony in the nation, there will be harmony in the whole world. So Vedanta, practical Vedanta, gives the message of harmony and peace in the whole world. Individual happiness and peace, and also the peace and harmony in the whole world. I end with a small incident. When Swami Vivekananda came to America after the Parliament of Religions, his lectures became very famous. He had to stay on in America for 3.5 years. In 1894, when he was in Chicago, that time the richest person of the world was John D. Rockefeller, the emperor of the petroleum industry. At that time, he was going through a very bad phase. His hair had gone, he had become bald, he had become emaciated, he was in a depression. At that time, someone suggested, why don't you come to my friend's house? There is an Indian yogi who has come, maybe by getting counseling from him, you can get peace of mind. Rockefeller said, what? I have to go to a beggar? For getting advice, I will not go. You know, we are all beggars. We are beggars. We live on charity, we live on alms. What? I have to go to a beggar to get advice? I will not go. And he did not go. One fine morning, he came to the place where Swami Vivekananda was residing. He called the bell, the butler opened the door, he went inside. Swamiji was not in his drawing room, so he went to the study room. And as you know, Swamiji had tremendous power of concentration. So he was so deeply engrossed in his study that he did not notice Rockefeller had come. Rockefeller stood for some time, and then knocked at the table. Then Swamiji looked up. Rockefeller said, I am Rockefeller. Swamiji asked, what do you want? He was not prepared for this type of treatment. Rockefeller means the President of America would get up and he is the fellow, the beggar, sitting in his chair and asking, what do you want? He was very much annoyed. I don't want anything. Then Swamiji said, why have you come? Now he had no answer because he had come without invitation. And then Swamiji said, I know, my dear Rockefeller, why you have come. You come here because you do not have peace of mind. And Swami Vivekananda started narrating many incidents from the life of Rockefeller, which no one else knew except Rockefeller. Then he was very much disturbed. Who has told all this thing to you? How have you come to know? Who has told all this thing to you? Swamiji smiled and said, do you think it is necessary somebody should tell me? I can see through your mind as I can see through a glass self. My God, he has come to know all my secrets. Then Swamiji said, my dear Rockefeller, I will give a piece of advice. Remember, you are not the owner of your wealth. You are only custodian of your wealth. Utilize this money for removing the sufferings of millions of people. Immediately you will get peace of mind. There is no other way by which you can get peace of mind. Rockefeller was very much annoyed. How dare you advise me like that? Who are you to advise me? And then he left abruptly as abruptly he had come in annoyance. But after a few days again he came. And again similar fashion. Knocked the door. The butler opened the door. Without being announced, he went to the study room of Swamiji. Swamiji was very much engrossed. Again he knocked at the table and Swamiji looked up. Then Rockefeller put a piece of paper on his table in which he had made an announcement of a very huge donation for a public cause. When he had read it, Rockefeller said, now you must thank me. I have followed your advice. Swamiji said, well, it is for you to thank me. Because by following my advice, you will get peace of mind, which cannot be purchased with millions of dollars in the market. That was a very huge donation for a public cause. I do not know what it is, but most probably, this is my theory, I have yet to confirm it. It must be for the Chicago University, because when I went to University of Chicago, I found Rockefeller's statue is there, and there is written that in 1894, he had made a very huge donation for this university. Because of it, the university, which was almost revived because of the financial condition, it was getting to be closed, but it was revived because of the huge donation from Rockefeller. Afterwards, in 1913, as you know, Rockefeller started Rockefeller Foundation. With that Rockefeller Foundation, a lot of research has been done. David Borlaug made a research on drought-resistant wheat, which saved the millions of people from hunger. But that was done because of the Rockefeller Foundation. Rockefeller Foundation was done because of Swami Vivekananda gave the message of trusteeship management, of this message of Vedanta, of looking upon each and every human being. We are all connected. If you are a CEO of a multinational company and if you have exploited your labor, you are sleeping on the 7th floor with any number of Dunlop-pillow, with any number of tranquilizers, you cannot get peace, you cannot get sleep till the person in the floor, down floor, who is without food and not getting sleep because you and that laborer are not two different persons. It is the one unity of existence. Why should I not cheat people? Why should I cheat others? Because I and you are not different. This is the principle, this is the message of Vedanta. Once we start practicing these principles of Vedanta, these two principles, everything will come. Unity of existence, solidarity of the whole universe, and divinity of the soul. All our problems will be solved. Stress problem will be solved. Because when we understand, confidence level will come because we have got infinite power within that. And our interpersonal relationship will improve within the family, outside the family, in the corporate sector, with our boss, with our colleagues, and also this man and women. Vedanta says there is no difference, absolutely no difference between man and woman as far as Atman is concerned. It is the same Atman present in man and woman. Tam Stri, Tam Pumanasi, Tam Kumar Utva Kumari. Now many movements are going on, feminist movement is going on, many other movements are going on from the women, against the women, for the women and all that. All this will go away when this Vedanta comes into picture. Let us practice this Vedanta in our everyday life. Whatever little we can, gradually we can go. But ultimately, let us remember the message of Swami Vivekananda. What was given, Kathopanishad is given a very beautiful free translation. Kathopanishad says, Uttisthata Jagrata Prapya Varan Nibodhata Kshudasya Dhara Nishita Durataya Durgam Patastat Kavyo Vadanti. This path to that Vedanta, practical Vedanta, is very difficult, like walking on the edge of a razor, but don't get disheartened. Ultimately, that is the goal of life. So remember the goal of life, howsoever difficult it is, go on, go on, go on. At long last, you will get the goal of life. That is why, Uttishtata, arise, Jagrata, awake. And Swami Vivekananda says, Uttishtata Jagrata, Prapya Varan Nibodhata. Go to a teacher and get the knowledge of how to cross this path of spirituality. But Swami Vivekananda gave a beautiful free translation. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Let us remember this message of Swami Vivekananda. Let us go towards that divinity. Inch by inch we will go. And the more we can practice this Vedanta in our daily life, that is, remembering that we are soul, and we are not only body-mind complex. And then remembering our divinity, remembering that we have got innate power within ourselves. A fisherman will become a better fisherman, a student will become a better student, a teacher will become a better teacher, an executive will become a better executive. By remembering this Atman within, and also remembering that others also contain the same Atman. And so, this is the message of that song, Jo Kuch Hai. So we have to remember, and you will be very happy to know, a research has been done recently by Vandana Jani, and the article has come in Prabuddha Bharat, where she has discovered the translation of this song by Swami Vivekananda himself. Swami Vivekananda himself he used to like this song so much that he has translated himself that song. This has been recently discovered. In his own handwriting, he has translated this song, the same, Tulse Humno Dil Ka Lagaya, Jo Kuch Hai Tu Hi Hai, and there, this, in the article that is published in Prabuddha Bharata, Vandana Jani has given the exact Xerox copy of that song written by Swamiji in his own handwriting. And the translation is like this. I end with this translation. And the name his Swamiji has given is A Hindu Song of Praise. I wonder, a very wonderful thing. It is a Sufi song, but Swamiji has given the name A Hindu Song of Praise. He could have given Eastern Song of Praise because he was talking to the Western disciples, but of course, one thing is there, but because it contains all the Hindu principles, though it is a Sufi song. So the name heading he has given is A Hindu Song of Praise. Whatever I see, thou art, by Swamiji in own handwriting. So he says, on thee I have fixed my mind, O beloved, whatever I see, thou art. Thee alone have I found to be mine, O beloved, whatever I see, thou art. In man or in God, thou art there, O beloved. In Hindu, in Islam, as thou wilt, beloved. Whatever I see, thou art. In thee do I rest, in thee do all rest. In our heart thou residest. Where shall I look but to find thee? There is no heart but over which thou presidest. Whatever I see, thou art. In the temple of Mashiach of Islam, whatever I see, thou art. In the temple of idols of India, whatever I see, thou art. Whatever is worshipped is thou, O beloved. To one only the head can be bowed, my beloved. Whatever I see, thou art. From the heavens to the earth, from the earth to the heavens, whatever I see, thou art. Turn my eyes as I will, I find thee, beloved. Whatever I see, thou art. I pondered and thought for a beloved, thine equal I could not find. On Zafar, this truth has now dawned, my beloved, that whatever I see, thou art. Whatever I see, thou art. Thank you very much. My humble salutation at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharada Devi, Swami Vivekananda, Atmarupanand Ji, and to the divinity residing in all of you. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.